managing files. So let me start up the Unix environment. So I will start up my VirtualBox. Start. Okay, let me log in as root. Okay, I'm logged in. So now I'll open my PuTTY session. Somehow my PuTTY session is not working. So I will try to use this one only. So I'm in TechMint. Okay, let's not bother about that. So basically we are going to discuss listing files, display file contents, link files, copying files, rename or move files, remove files from the system, determine the file type. So for listing file, we use the ls command. The ls command has a couple of arguments. This displays the contents of the directory by specifying the name of the directory using absolute or relative path name and pattern matching. So ls command options -x display multi-columnar output, -f marks the executable file star with directory and directories with slash, -t sorts the file and directories by the time they were last modified, latest first rather than collated by name, -r sorts in reverse alphabetic order. If you want in time, you have to use ls -tr, -a list all entries including hidden files, -l list long format showing 7 attributes of a file, -d lists directories that rather than listing contents, -r recursively capital R recursively listing of files in subdirectories. So basically we are talking about ls command. So if you type ls, so you see it will display. Now if we type ls -lrt, it will be displayed reverse reverse time order. That means the last file will be the latest file. So it has 7 attributes. The first attribute is the permissions. as you can see, owner, group, and other. The owner is read write. Executable permission is not there for any of these files. Okay, so that is about ls command. This is the directory that you saw just now. So this is the permission, and these are the owner, the group, and other contents of the ls command. So this is the details. Manu is the username, the file's owner. Student is the group to which the files belong. 1024 is the number of bytes in the file. This is the date. File was created or last modified in the format defined by the current local. Directory dira is name of the file or directory. So if you go here, dira is the name of the file or directory, and this is the file permission. So D stands for that this is a this is a directory, and this one is for the owner. This permission is for the group, and this for others. This for others. So it has read, write, execute for owner, and only read and execute for group, and read and execute for other. Two is number of bytes of blocks taken up. So number of bytes of blocks taken up by the file. So this is the output, and this you can see is the explanation of ls-l command. Displaying files, you can use the cat command. Multiple files can be displayed with cat by specifying the file in the argument list or using pattern matching. Like you can say start.txt. So it will show all the file that ends with .txt. Cat does not paginate the file larger than one. So the content will scroll too quickly to be able to read. In that case, we can use a more command. The more command will stop in a screen, and then when you press enter, it will move further. Okay. Displaying files. The more command that I just talked about, display files that contain more lines than fit on that will fit on the screen. Pauses after each screen and display percentage of viewed so far. Press the space bar to display the remainder of the file a page at a time. Press the return key to display one line at a time. Type Q to quit viewing the file. OD displays the octal dump of the file to see invisible characters not usually displayed by cat or more commands. We use the OD command. Copying files. CP is the command for copying files from one place to another. Physically creates a separate file which is the same as the original file. So you give CP, source, and destination. So that way it will copy the file from the source to the destination. Source entry is the name of the file to be copied. Destination, the name of the file to duplicate copy of source is stored. Source and destination can be filed in current directory or different directories. CP command is especially useful to make backup copies of important files. CP command creates a destination file if it does not exist. If a file with the same name as destination file exists, it will be overwritten. So this is about the CP command. Renaming file or moving file, then we have the MV command. use the md command for both renaming and moving files. Move one or more files from one directory to another directory. MB, old file name, new file name. So the old file name and new file name can be from the same directory or from the different directory. If both on the same directory, the file is renamed. If both are different directory, the file is moved. Okay. So if they are on different directory, the file will be moved. And if it is on the same directory, the file will be renamed. Removing file, the command is rm. Rm, if a file is no longer needed, remove it with rm command. Rm file name. File name is the name of the file, the relative path name, the full path name, or list of file names. Whatever you need, you can put in the file name. Be careful because important files will be removed by mistake. So rm is a command which we should use with lot of care because it removes the files and there is no recycle bin in Unix, so it will be removed permanently. Then we have linking file. Linking file, link is a connection between a file name and the file itself. It has a file has at least one link, a connection to its original file name. ln command is used to connect a file to more than one file name. So the same physical file you can connect to multiple file name using the ln command. Convenient whenever need to work with the same data in more than one place. This saves storage space because only one copy of the file is kept. The file name is multiple, but the file is one. So we can, with the ln command, we can link the file to multiple file names in multiple directories. Do not have to update multiple files. There are two kinds of links, hard link and soft link. Hard link allows you to link only files in the same file system. Provides another name for the same file. All name provided by hard link includes the original name has equal value. Soft link allows a symbolic link, make link both file and directories across different file systems. So soft link you can do across file system. Actually a distinct file that contains a pointer to another file or directory. Original file name is the real name of the file or directory. File will hardly persist until all its name have been removed. File with soft link vanishes when its original name has been removed. ln original name removed. To create a symbolic link, we use a minus hyphen s. So ln hyphen s, ln minus s, original file name, new file name. This will create a soft link. More about hard link and soft link. Hard link, when you create a hard link, you are providing another name for the same file. Hard links let you link only files in the same file system. All the link names are of equal footing. It is incorrect to think of one file name as a real name, another as only a link. That is not true. So all the file names are in equal footing in hard link. Soft link is a symbolic link that let you link both files and directories. In addition, you may link both files and directories across different file systems. A symbolic link is actually a distinct file that contains a pointer to another file or directory. The pointer is the path name to the destination file or directory. Only the original file name is the real name of the file or directory. Unlike hard link, soft link is actually only a link. Soft link is just a link to the actual file, whereas hard link is a copy of the file. So they are the links are all in equal footing. Each file has a unique identification number called inode number. The inode number refers to the file's data stored at a particular location rather than to the file name. A directory entry is a link between an inode and a file name. The link enables you to link multiple file names to the same inode number. To display inode number of files, use ls with the I flag, -I flag. Hard links to a file carry the same inode number. Since an inode number represents a file within a particular file system, hard link cannot exist between across file system. However, softlink is a new file with its own new inode number. Since softlink refers to original file by name rather than by inode number, this works across file systems. Viewing file system. So we have a df command. If we do a df minus k, okay, if we do a df minus k, it will show you the different directories, the available space, use percentage, use space, available space, use percentage, and where it is mounted on, in which directory. So the mount point. So this is the use of the df command. So as you can see, mounted on disk, available, use, capacity, how much is used percentage. So that is about df command. Next is managing directories. Display, copy, and rename directories, create directories, change directories, and remove directories. Display, copy, and rename directories. To display, copy, and rename directories, use the ls, cp, and mb respectively. The one that we have discussed in the file. So ls is for listing directories. To copy directories, we use the cp command, and to rename directories, we use a mb command. To know the current directory, we use a pwd. So if we type here pwd, it will show you the current directory. To create a directory, we use make mkdir, then the path name. To change directories, we use the cd command. To remove a directory, we use the rmdir command. Determining file type. File command is used. File command displays whether the file is one of the following: a text file, directory, input for one of the text formatting package like TROF, NOF, source code for C, Fortran programming languages, executable, file name. That is the command. So that will show you the file type. Some other common file operations. File, knowing the file type. CMP, comparing two files. What is common between two files. Diff, displays the difference between two files. SDiff, display only the differences. Gzip and gunzip, compressing and decompressing the file. Star, archival maintaining directory and file structure. Next is security, file security, as we discussed, user, group, and other. So in the permissions, if you have seen, we have three categories. The first one is user, group, and others. The user will also have the three attributes: read, write, execute. So if, as you can see here, ls minus lrt. So read, write, and x, rw and x. Rw and x, r is the read, w is write, and x is executable. ugo is the user, group, and other. Read, write, and execute. Read means contents can be, for a file, contents can be viewed or printed. For a directory, users can see the list of files in the directory. This permission is not extended to see long listing. Write is contents can be changed or deleted, users can create new files, remove existing files in the directory. Users can execute the file, user can search the directory or subdirectory under it, and also can cd to the directory. 3 permissions for 3 class of users, total number of permission 9 for each file. Information and permission 10 character string as shown in the ls command. Presence of the letter read write. So basically, presence of the letter read write execute directories signifies that the permission have been granted. Placing a hyphen in the respective position signifies denial. So if you see the command read write execute, so if there is a hyphen in execute position, so that is denied. The execute position is not given. We can use the chmod change mode command to change the permission of a file or directory. Basically, you can use the octal value while changing the permission. 4 represents read, 2 represents write, and 1 represents execute. So if you give 7 to either owner, user, or group, it will have all the permission. So change mode 777 will give every permission to all the categories of users, all the permissions for a file. Some way of using change mode command is shown here. Here they are telling change mode u is equal to rwx. That means user will have read write execute, group others will have only execute. Change mode group others -x, that means you are removing the execute permission from group and other. Change mode a plus x file 2, that means (641), again we will have to see the octal value. What is 6? 4, 2 and 1, right? 4, 2 and 1. 4 and 2 is 6. So read and write is 6. 4 is read and 1 is execute. Changing owners or groups, you can change the owners of group with chown command and chgrp command. So with that, you can change the owner and group of file. Default permission, every new file granted default permission. Setting the default permission relieves the user from task of specifying permission explicitly every time the file. Assign the default permission for executable and 666 for all other files. So 777 for executable files and 666 for all permissions, all files, all other files. So changing your identity to access files, you can use the su command. Su is a super user. Super user means it's a root user, and root has all the privileges. So when you do a su, you will have to specify a password for the root user. Then you can move on to the super user concept. So super user, basically these tasks are performed by system and administrator who requires super user privilege. So system administrator job is to manage the system, installing new software, analyzing system performance, reporting hardware failure. System administrators also do the install new software, analyze system, and report hardware failure. So that is about what we have to discuss today. Thank you for listening and bye.